Do you guys hear that? Was that the weirdest thing? I'm echoing. Oh, I see. I had it open. It's still doing it. It's still doing it. Oh, here we go. Well, maybe this is it. I had another one open. Why is GoofOn open all over? Hey, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Saturday in the UK, December 10th, 2022. How the hell are you, brothers and sisters? That's right, we're back, and we're doing Saturday like we always do. Today, I'm not really going to talk in depth about it because I don't know, but it looks like Greenwald is going to do make a little docu-movie on Lazar. So we're finally going to see it done correctly. I hope there's new stuff. I want to know if Bob Lazar is a murderer. Did he murder his ex? Did he? Two women that he dated, both, under mysterious, one just dropped dead. She had a heart attack. She was only 42. A woman having a heart attack. How old was she? She wasn't that old. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on, which means there's nothing going on. There really isn't. All right, let's just get it over with. Let's do a quick roll call. I'm still doing them. I don't care. It's just unnatural so far. Diane Boss, welcome to the show. Den Bob, welcome to the show. Chris Rogers, welcome to the show. Carl Ann, you look good for a year older. Welcome to the show. Lisa M and M, welcome to the show. Tommy G is here. Welcome to the show. Kevin, welcome to the show. I thought that said cuckold. And I'm like, uh-oh, what kind of conversation's going on in the chat room? Talking about cuckold? Yeesh. Tim Freestone. That would be fun to do, though, to some dude. Is that your wife? I'm gonna do your wife, brother, and you're gonna love it. Okay. I'll watch you make love to my wife. I ain't gonna make love to your wife, brother. I'm gonna reinvent her intestines with my... Terry Marwood, welcome to the show. Brian, welcome to the show. Brooke is, welcome to the show. Budokan is here, welcome to the show. Dave Bailey also made it, welcome to the show. The Brokenhearted, 420. Nice. Good to see you, mate. David Wilcox snuck on in. Nah, he didn't. He barges in. Welcome to the show. Greg O'Brien was already here. Welcome to the show, as so was Den Bub. Garland. Kimberly Markle Silva. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you here. Joe K, you got the message. You got the memo. You got the tweet. All right. Now we can start. If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. Nathan from the Quantum Show. I'm just going to say Nathan Quantum. Welcome. Be the arrow. That's be the arrow. See your target. Oh, God, I would love to be an arrow. Ben, the Yorkshire Goofonian's here. Welcome to the show. So is Rod Hammond. No relation to the Hammond brothers. Boston Deadhead. Welcome to the show. He's a fraud. Just ask Jeremy Alien Scientist. Lazar's a fraud. Yeah. He did extend research into Bob's life, learned he was a complete fraud. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about Jeremy Reese. Yeah, alien scientist. Oh, you said that. I'm thinking like he's an alien scientist. I didn't put it together. I'm very slow. I just woke up an hour and a half ago. Andy Cowley made it, AZ Man as well. All right, let's get going. Welcome to the show, everybody. So, Thunder Groove? Yeah, there you are. If Bob Lazar was truthful with the technology he was working on, Thunder Groove says here, hold on a second. He would have been an expert in field theory. His extensive knowledge of the true nature of light and magnetism. I don't trust him. nor should we. And you know why? Because you know why. Because nobody's walking around with this stuff. If Bob Lazar said, well, they tried to kill me. I mean, they seriously were making threats. I've heard there's also bombs going off. And no, if they wanted him dead, he'd be dead. Well, then they were just scaring the shit out of me, and it worked. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I walked outside once to my car from the gym after work. All the car doors were open. The T-tops were off. Bob Lazar was sitting in the car. This is a fantastic ride, Richard. We had a talk. Yeah, that was scary. No! You see, you can just make up anything, Bob. Chris Rogers throwing down £2, £2 says, get some! That's right, I forgot. You can help support the show the same way as Chris Rogers, a continuing supporter of Goof On, just did. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. We are supported by you. Oh, I'll tell you, Chris, thank you very much. Sad thing happened today. Not mean yesterday. Thank you very much for the £2, £2. That's the first one today. And we always celebrate. Thank you, Chris Rogers, again for the £2, £2. Get some Super Chat. All over the rest of yous. Come get some, brother. Thanks, Chris Rogers. I don't know why I'm bringing the Hulk back. What was I saying? Oh, so yesterday I went to Walgreens to go buy my drinks, and I bent over to go see if that was a $100 bill on the floor, and it wasn't. And I hear laughing. Kids in the aisle over. The little gag, they got me. I'm probably going to be on somebody's YouTube video. I'm reaching for, I thought it was $100. I was excited. I went down, I grabbed that shit like I dropped it. And then I went to go grab it, and it got pulled away. And I said, ha, ha, ha. It was a fake 100, though. Kids were funny, though. They took off running. No, I wanted to talk to them. That would have been funny. I wanted to know what channel. I don't know. Walgreens. Their mother was probably calling for them. I don't know. I had my headphones on. So that sucked. Yeah, that was sucky. What are we doing now? What are we doing? Right? Did you think we were done with Lazar? Didn't you think we were done with him? Like, I don't understand the fascination. I mean, Jeremy Corbell did a movie on Bob Lazar. Wasn't that enough for you? Right? I mean, wasn't that enough? What else can there be about Bob Lazar that we don't know? I'm excited. I never took the dive into Bob because everybody else took the dive into Bob. That's why. You don't need to. Everybody's doing the work for us. I got to change this background. There's a different one that popped up. It's a better one. Here we go. It's just the picture of John is a little blurry. So I'm not falling for that blurry. If there's a picture on the internet of me see, it's still a little slightly blurry. I can't find any good pictures of John that are clear. Well, I'm sure I could. I just didn't want to. All right. I'm just kidding. So the UFO exposure, overexposure is now finished. Would you agree? Right? We have now been, since June 25th, Was it this year? Or was it last year? It was last year. Yeah. We're over a year and a half removed from the 9-page preliminary report being dropped. We are still waiting. Nobody's really caring about the next updated report. And apparently, there's some things that have to be changed in the report or updated or re-researched. And see, this is what I don't like. They were all ready to drop it. Well, they said they were. Now they're giving us excuses. See, I don't think anybody's working on anything. It's all ready to go. They just don't care. It's not time for them. They don't want to. They're doing other stuff. We're not important. Ufology's not important. Why can't I get that through my head? Why can't I? So there's a video out there. I don't know who this guy is. Somebody said it was Jeremy Corbell looking for a date. To me, I don't know if it is Corbell. It could be. It doesn't look like him that I could tell. But apparently he was. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, why he has to do this to that poor sheep. I don't want to know what comes up next. I tell you that. But that looks like Corbell before his beard got longer. Jesus, is it him? Well, allegedly, it's not. Of course it's not. But that's an example of Jeremy trying to get a date. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. That's all I heard. Somebody sent that. They said, we saw Jeremy at the bar trying to get a girl to go home with him. I didn't know it was that video till I opened it up. That's a shame. He doesn't have good taste. It's not a good looking sheep. Nah, you guys are sick. Sean? Is this your first time ever super chatting, Goof On? Thank you very much for the 10-pound 10 quitter. Quid. Hold on. It's small. They're all small. Let's get a little bigger there. No. Oh, God. No, just go to classic. We'll do classic tonight. Everybody gets a big one. That's what she said. That's not what I promised. Thank you, Sean. I believe that is your first super chat to Goof On. Thank you very much. A nice trip. Yep, going to see the Cousins brothers in 11 days, 12 days. 12 days, 22nd. They come in on the 21st or something like that, or 20th. They're going to stay somewhere for the night and then go to St. Augustine on the 21st or something like that. Yeah, it's going to be a great time, man. First super chat. Thank you, Sean, for the 10 quid, $10. Have a nice trip, guys. All over Florida. Oh. We will be in St. Augustine. I can't wait. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I think about it all the time. It's just, when you're going to be, when you know you're going to have a good time. You're going to have fun. You're going to be hanging out with people you enjoy. Yeah, it's like going to school and you're getting that Christmas break and you can't wait to have those 2 weeks off and that excitement. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm excited. I don't have much to get excited over. Oh, Nathan also threw down a $7.77 on PayPal. He says, General Show. Trust me, it's a quantum thing. Thank you, Nathan. And I appreciate it. And also, Oh, Marie Jose Josie. Marie Jose Sproul. Thank you for the 234 on PayPal. Mucho gusto generoso, folkso. Thank you very much for your support. And your continuing support, guys. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. All right, I got a couple of things I want to go over. Let's get rid of that. Not yet, not yet, and not yet. Not that. I'm going to play this video, you know, just to get you in the mood. Trying to get you guys in the mood for, I don't know. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Shit. I was supposed to play this yesterday and I didn't. It's only 2 minutes and 38.
After months of anticipation.
Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about yesterday. Deception or disclosure. The lie about disclosure is that there are no aliens. That's the lie. Of course there's aliens. We just don't know if they're living. We don't know if they're visiting. We don't know if they're around. We don't know if they're away. All we know is that a report came out. This lady gets excited, talks about it, and we're not sure if we're heading in the direction of disclosure. This was almost a year ago exactly. Now, every time you hear this, what happens? Zero. I got to tell you this real quick. Before the show, they were doing hair and makeup, and in the light, I see a strand of hair, which looks like it fell off and landed and stuck to my beard. So I go to pull it off, and it was connected. How could a hair grow this long overnight? How could it grow that long? It was almost 2 inches. That's what she said. Shut up. Isn't that weird? Now I'm having hair growing in places. I digest.
Released their report on UFOs late Friday, but it didn't answer the question. What are those mysterious flying objects spotted by U.S. military
Good question, lady.
This morning, U.S. intelligence and defense officials are scratching their heads, having examined 144 reports of what the government calls unidentified aerial phenomena from 2004 to 2021, but could not identify what 143 of the so-called UAPs were. Among the possibilities they considered, debris in the air, atmospheric conditions, secret U.S. equipment, a foreign adversary's advanced technology, or simply other.
See, I like playing stuff that was talked about within the last couple of years because I think it's hysterical how far we haven't gone since the report came out. You'd think since the report came out, there would be a follow-up, right? Which we thought we were getting, but it was weak and it failed, and that's why they're coming out with the other one, which didn't come out October 31st. However, nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing. And I know if anything's going through the government, it's a process. It's got to go through legislation. If it's a law they want to pass to get whistleblowers approval to do something, spill a story or a secret without getting in trouble. What is this? Why? Why are we doing this? I don't like it. I thought I did. I thought I liked it because it had to do with UFOs, and I'm selfish that way. But I think you should be punished to the maximum for spilling secrets. I do. I don't care if it's about UFOs. Yeah, I want to know the truth, of course. But I don't think, we do need to break the law to get it, don't we? If we want it from the government. Why do we need their approval, by the way? Why? Why aren't Why don't we just do it? Why don't we have a press conference like Anjali did? Oh my God, that's what we should do in St. Augustine. Guys, if you're listening, let's do that. We can get enough people, right, to do a mock disclosure. We're having this just in from Third Phase of Moon. Apparently, the public is very upset, and they're screaming, "Disclosure now! Don't abduct our cow! Disclosure now! Don't abduct our cow!" Okay, what does this mean? Well, it means somebody's got evidence they want to show us. Brent, what do you got for me? You got something down there in Honolulu? He's in Hawaii. I'm sitting here with name withdrawn. And he said he saw the UFO, right? It's going to go like that. We're going to drop it. We're going to be, I know we're all supposed to be in St. Augustine at the time. I get it. But that's how disclosure should happen. We should do it that way. We are having a press conference here right now. Obviously, the mainstream media doesn't want anything to do with this. So we're just going to post it on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and see if the world will accept this as disclosure. Watch this video. Okay, we're back. So what do you think? Balloon, CGI, drone, disclosure? Yeah, that's a UFO. I thought so too, Kevin. Yeah, me too. Me too, Boston Deadhead. I thought that was a real UFO. Yes, we just got disclosure. Folks, you saw it here live. That's how disclosure should go down. But nobody has evidence. Nobody's walking around with aliens. Nobody's walking around with UFO evidence that clear that would put everything to bed. Nobody's got it. That's why I told you yesterday, and I'm going to now start saying it every day. Please check your old photos, your old videos, your parents' videos and photos. Go through everything, look in the sky, look for strange anomalies, and send them to goofonradio@gmail.com or cousinsbrothersproductions@gmail.com. Derek Kennedy throwing down a $5 super chat. He says, "Hey, Richie, thanks for what you do and give us great content every night. Alien blessed brother." Hey, gosh. TFU. Bro, come on, man. Come on. DK in the house throwing down a 5-spot, showing the love right here on GoofOn. Thank you very much, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Yes. 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 Thank you very much. Excuse me 1 second. I have to cough. It's been gurgling. Every time I inhale, I can hear it go. All right. Let's continue with this lady talking. I just love looking at history that's less than a year old to see how far we're not going in ufology. We need to move forward, and we're not. Why can't we? Look, things are so bad. John Greenwald has to go back into Bob Lazar's life and tell us things we don't already know. You understand? That's how slow it is right now. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm getting messages. These are private. I don't know what's up. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yes. Alien girl. Good to see you. South Point 1360, mind blown over UAPs. Mike Johnson. What's up, everybody? Hey, Vitska. Vitska, you're funny. You make me laugh. Nah, you have very funny comments. I see them all the time. Like, you put a comment somewhere, and they were talking about me, bashing on me, and then I was going to get mad at what you said about me, but you were being funny and truthful. So I appreciate that. Yeah. You know, how can I be mad at somebody being truthful? You can't be mad. Yeah, you're right. All right. I was playing this lady. Playing this lady. That's what she said. Shut up.
U.S. officials reported they don't have enough data to place the objects in any of these categories, but a senior U.S. government official said there is no evidence they are extraterrestrials. Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson agrees.
If you want to tell me they're extraterrestrial aliens visiting, I just need better data than what you're giving me. That's all. Better data.
In 18 of the incidents, the objects appear to demonstrate some advanced technology, like remaining still in the wind, stopping instantly, or moving extremely fast with no visible propulsion. Technology the U.S. is not known to possess.
And we
Just
don't.
because
And
you can't explain something.
nah, stop it. Stop it. There has never been video of that. Stopping, turning on a dime. We have never seen video like that from the government. I hate when they say that shit. Like, we're supposed to believe because somebody's in the military and they're a pilot and they come back with this grandiose story that they can't prove to us, but there's supposed to be video and radar and all that stuff. But when they say it's doing these things, making these maneuvers, how could I want to believe them. But I don't even think it's them. I think it's the higher ups telling us these stories without any evidence. And that bothers me because they want us to blindly believe. Did you hear how it was put out, how she said it though? Like, well, it's common knowledge. And, you know, that bothers me a little bit. Come on.
Or moving extremely fast with no visible propulsion.
That's all. Better data.
In 18 of the incidents, the objects appear to demonstrate some advanced technology, like remaining still in the wind, stopping instantly, or moving extremely fast with no visible propulsion.
That's my alarm going off to wake me up for the 7 o'clock show in case I fall asleep. And why it's going off now? I don't know. See what I mean? Stopping, turning, twisting, turning, rolling, doing it again. For Iron Maiden fans, you get that.
Technology the U.S. is not known to possess.
Just because you can't explain something doesn't mean aliens are responsible.
Yes, it does.
Maybe
Shut
it's
up.
because you simply can't explain it.
The report also found no data to indicate any
Who does he
UAP
think he is,
part
me?
of a foreign intelligence program, claiming we currently lack data to indicate any UAP are part of
Data.
a major technological advancement by a potential adversary. But the senior U.S. government official said they still pose a safety and possible operational security concern. But for now, the mystery continues.
And by the way, absence of evidence is not the same thing as evidence of absence. We've barely scratched the surface of the universe in our search for life.
Oh, God, he's such a philosopher. Jesus, man. Thank God for Neil deGrasse Tyson. Without him, I wouldn't even know how to speak. That's not true. I like her snarl right here. See that snarl? It's like she's smelling her own farts. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like my own farts. Who doesn't? It's ufology. It's full of it. Go.
And as for that one UAP that was identified out of the 144, turns out it was a large deflating balloon.
Go!
This report isn't the end, though. The U.S. government now plans to collect more data in an effort to continue to figure out what is out there. The fact that this report was released and this work continues is a sign that the U.S. government is taking this seriously, though. Hallie, Peter?
Courtney QB live for us there at the Pentagon. And Courtney's right. The idea that this has now been sort of mainstreamed into the political sphere, that we're talking about this, and this is real. This isn't ET, right? Like, this is actual stuff that matters to a lot of people.
The pilot saw something.
Right,
You know
there's
that for
video.
sure. We just still don't know what the heck it was.
Very good there, John. John Cucktoastin, everybody. What movie's that from? Fletch. That's right. John Cucktoastin. One of the aliases that he used in the movie. His car got hit by a water buffalo so he needed to borrow her towel as she got out of the shower. Yeah. Do you know Chevy Chase is one of the most overrated, least funny people I've ever seen? Sorry. He's got a few good movies. Bill Murray, same thing. Dry, not very bright, very simple comedy. You know, more slapstick than anything, not really well thought out. Just anybody could do that. And you know how you know? Because they play the same characters in every freaking movie they are in. Sorry, I just had to go. I have some things, some comedians that I don't think are good, like Richard Pryor. I think Richard Pryor sucks. That's sacrilege. I could be banned for life for saying such a thing. But he did. He sucked. You know who sucks now? Those guys. Well, they're dead. But anyway, let's get back to ufology. I'm sorry. I go off on tangents. I'm trying to get away from tangent talk. The tangent talk has to stop. So, disclosure, deception, we're being lied to. Yeah. We know all that. Now, that was January this year, almost a year ago. And since then, there has been a major decline in mainstream, even local news. They're not even talking about UFOs as much. It was a weekly, sometimes daily discussion on mainstream media. It's hard to find now. We're back to where we were. And this is what I was afraid was going to happen. Now, in the beginning, I didn't know it was all about getting the office until you saw the change in everybody once they got Arrow, AOI, MSG. It's going to change again. But once they got that office, the threat disappeared. The push to talk to congressmen and people in political seats and shit like that, positions, that those talks have basically stopped. Lose in the other part of the world right now. Because who cares? But yeah. So now what they're doing is they've got to be careful with the report, which is why it's taking so long for it to come out. You know, it's okay to break the law. You know, anybody in politics are basically sovereign citizens unless you can prove they murdered somebody. Even then, you know, even then. But the process is bad. We're back to where things were slow. We're back to normal. It's weird. It's hard to find things to talk about. Yeah, it is. Hold on a second. Let's get away from that. Did you know, and I didn't know this, Lou Elizondo wore a bulletproof vest in 2018. Yeah, it's throwback to when Lou Elizondo wore, you can see it. I'll pull it up. I've got two pieces here that show him wearing a bulletproof vest when giving speeches. At the 2018 MUFON Symposium, Danny Silva says, throwback to Lou Elizondo rocking a bulletproof vest. Not only does this guy get threats from the UFO community weirdos and threats from government people, but Lou has to think about some of the terrorists and drug dealers he ran into during his career. Old habits die hard. What did I say? I said Lou didn't show his face to the enemy. He wasn't DEA. He worked for the military, the army, as counterintelligence. Perfect for a guy who lacks intelligence about UFOs and the UFO community. He counterintelligenced himself. He's that smart. He didn't like what he found out. You can see it underneath. But that's not it. You can see in this video I'm going to show you how bulky it is. And when he's walking around, it looks like he's wearing 6 jackets at the same time. Where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, come on. Maybe I got it over here. Hold on. Oh, Richie, you're so stupid. Why? Why? I really don't understand. Oh, wait. Is this it? Here it is. Yeah. Man, that was a close one because I know I took this video out. I took it out. Huh? I took it out. He took it out. He took it out. He took it out. Well, maybe it just needed air. Sometimes it gets hot down there. Gotta make it breathe.
If you have tomatoes, please, I'm wearing a dark suit. Don't.
Are you guys working
And a bulletproof vest.
spacecraft at this
Watch.
time right now?
Look how thick he is. You can
Wow.
see it. You can see the crease right here on the edge. It goes all the way down to his belly button. What is he thinking about? Look at this. Look, he can't even answer the question. Watch. Oh, come on, Rich.
Are you guys working on an anti-gravity spacecraft at this time right now?
Here comes the acting.
Wow.
Damn.
18, 19,
We
20.
are really working hard to almost off the stage.
25 seconds.
I hate to be the doom and gloom guy, but I gotta ask the question.
Sure.
What if this is something that can go wrong?
On section quarter 135.26, section 1.7, and 135.26.3.1.
Great question, because I have unfortunately Executive Order 12958 and Executive Order 12333 that I have to abide by, plus DoD Directive 5240.1, 5240.1R, and a whole host of other 5200 series. Sorry.
Wait a second. Wait.
12958.
What is this bullshit he's saying?
26, section 1.7, and
Can go wrong.
on section quarter 135.26, section 1.7, and 135.26.3.1.
Great question, because I have unfortunately Executive Order 12958 and Executive Order 12333 that I have to abide by, plus DoD Directive 5240.1, 5240.1R, and a whole host of other 5200 series. Sorry.
Is there extraterrestrials here on Earth right now?
Is there?
Yes or no question?
It's not a yes or no question.
I talked to friends in Russia and Spain and everywhere else that are not just behind you, but they're like people who were behind John Connor.
Gosh, well, I appreciate that, but there's going to be times I'm going to say stupid things. I say them all.
I say them all the time, he says. Yeah, on purpose. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Chris Rogers. Positive what do they call that? Reinforcement. Thank you. I think so. Appreciate it, Chris. £2, £2. Making me feel good. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you very much, sir. And also, Nathan again, for $1.11 on PayPal. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he said he needs better data. Yeah, he was saying we need better data. According to what context? Ours? No high-tech people are going to stoop to our level to make sure we understand. Just like we don't expect to teach ants or cows how we do things and why. True. We as humans don't care if they understand. Why would aliens care if we understand them? You know, that is an interesting thought, but there is an answer to it. And the answer is, I don't think they think we're like ants. I don't think they think that way. I think they know we're intelligent, and that we're a growing and evolving spirit, I was going to say. We're evolving humans. We're always growing. And they see us doing things ants can't do. Ants don't build roadways in a way they do, but you know what I mean? They don't invent things. You know, they can't do that. They're programmed through instincts and their DNA to be a worker bee or worker ant or worker spider or whatever. You know, they're programmed differently than us. That analogy, I kind of want to almost agree with it, Nathan, but I've changed over the years because I don't think aliens are that much more advanced than we are. I don't think they're that much smarter. I just think they know things we don't know because they figured out how to go from point A to point B in an instant, maybe, or very quick. So, yeah, we're a very interesting species. We're a lot different than ants. So, if we're making that comparison, like we talk to ants, they treat us like we're the ants that we talk to, then why abduct us? Why, if you want to believe people, why would they give us messages? Tell us, you know, those kids at the school were visited by something that told them we're going to ruin the planet if we keep doing what we're doing with our technology. That's interesting, you know? Why would aliens even care if we were like ants to them? I don't know if we can speak to them. Nobody knows. Yeah. So until then, and I don't even think they're using telepathy. I think they're using technology. Same technology that we've just created, invented. Where you point that thing and the radio frequency and you can hear the voice in your head and nobody else can. That's some freaky ass technology right there. That's bizarre. Thank you, Chris Rogers. That is... What's this? Unknown sender? Brandon Fugel and his brother and Third Phase of Moon brothers? I don't understand. Are you saying are all four of them brothers? I don't know. I don't think so. Yes. Oh, wow. Ruby. Yeah. What a cool way to put it. Yeah, electronic. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Electronic telepathy. But you can't read the mind of the other person. They can only hear what you're putting into their head. So it is, in a sense, telepathy to them. Technologically speaking. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Electronic telepathy. Hold on. You know, that's an interest. That may be a good title for a show one day. But I just like that. I don't know why. Because I think this stuff is really happening. Scary. It is. It's scary, scary, scary. But if John Greenwald is seriously thinking about doing this, he is going to find things that nobody else will. See, that's the story that should have been put out by Corbell. But Corbell is an ass kisser. And he doesn't like... I'm not saying John's going to make an attack piece or a hit piece or anything like that. He's not. But I think Jeremy Corbell wouldn't put anything in a negative light into his movie because he's so scared that Bob Lazar would back out of it. From what I understand, Bob Lazar is actually going to talk to John Greenwald. So there's going to be an interview, there's going to be questions and answers, and I got to tell you, I'm shocked that Bob Lazar would do this. I really am. I don't think he should, but I want him to. But if I was on Lazar's team, I would say don't do it. Nothing against John Greenwald, but John Greenwald is going to put Lazar in the spotlight. He is going to create something. Something magical is going to happen from that interview. What do I mean? I don't know. Maybe we'll see a side of Bob. See, that's the thing. What if Bob Lazar loses his cool, right? But then he says, I don't want you putting that into this video. You cut that out now, mister. And if John says, I don't want to take that out, that shows you have emotions for once, you psychopath. It's sociopath. See, you know what you are. I want John Greenwald to ask Bob Lazar, do you think you're a sociopath? Hey, that doesn't have to be a negative thing, does it? I'm going to pull up what a sociopath is. All right? Because a lot of people think that being a sociopath is awful. All right, I'll pull it up. Here it is. I'll show you so you know I'm not just making it up. Yeah, shit. Can't do it that way. Here we go. A sociopath is someone who has antisocial personality disorder. Here are the symptoms. Someone who has antisocial personality disorder? Wait, what makes a person a sociopath? Antisocial personality disorder, sometimes called sociopathy. Sociopathy is a mental disorder in which a person consistently shows no regard for right and wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. Oh, I didn't know that. Ignores the rights and feelings of others. What is being a sociopath like? Well, they have little regard for another person's emotions. So if you start crying and they're just sitting there staring at you, you may know, like, at a funeral or something, everybody's crying and you're like, hope I'm not missing the game. Well, you wouldn't even be doing that. No emotions. My nephew is that. He's a sociopath. 1,000,000%. Right on the button. Right on the button. They lack remorse for their actions, true, and they act in ways that show no regard for others, including lying, cheating, and manipulating. Darcy Weir, that's Darcy Weir. Some people with this condition aren't very sly about their conduct. Sly? How do I know if I'm a sociopath? Individuals with antisocial personality disorder break rules, lack empathy, tend to show no remorse, and may even appear to enjoy manipulating other people. Yeah, that's not me. Or is it? No. So, there you go. Bob Lazar hates going around, right? He says, I don't like talking. I just hate doing interviews. I just don't like the sound of my own voice. Something like that. That's what things a sociopath would say. I don't like the sound of my own voice. I hate the way I laugh. They never show emotions. I don't cry in front of people. Things a sociopath might say. I just don't like being tight rooms. It's claustrophobic. This guy's a sociopath. Is he a sociopath? I think he's a sociopath. And then you're walking down the room and you hear all the voices going, and you hear this. It's sociopath. And as you're walking down here, you hear the, and then you hear path. I can't get it enough. Don Mofo with the $1 super dono from Don Mofo. What you talking about, Mofo? Grazie e mucho gusto generoso Don Mofo. A continuing supporter of Goofon. He's a good man. He's a good man. You know. Thank you very much, Don Mofo, a continuing supporter of Goofon. And, Goofon is supported by you. And we are Truthology for Ufology. And a lot of other things. This show is always morphing. I'm trying to just make things a little tighter for you, a little better. But I don't know how. I am new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been doing it wrong the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you want to grow a channel, you have to be likable. I am not likable at all. So no, come on. I don't even like me. No, I'm joking. Stop. All right. Now, somebody died. Very sad news. Did you hear about this? Pay attention. AJ Gravard. I know, it's Gaviard. Isn't it Gavard? AJ Gaviard? Gavardi? He just died. Yeah. This guy. Yeah, man, I can't believe it. I love this guy. Not really, but he was better than most. He was struggling with many health issues last month, but now he is resting in peace and certainly found the answers he searched for decades. My condolences to his wife and sons. And Roni Vernet says, my friend and most known Brazilian ufologist, AJ Gaviard, suffered a domestic accident and his health condition is very sensitive. We were supposed to travel to the Amazon together this weekend, but he died. Buddy died? No, Buddy was like a rock. Will he make it? Will he? Nah, he's not going to make it. Did you go over Macho Grande? Nah, I'm afraid I'll never be over Macho Grande. That's AJ Gavard. He was a very good researcher. I've watched him forever. Day one. Done a lot for the UFO community, that guy. Just like a lot of the people over on that side of the world, they believed in a lot of stuff that, wasn't believable, but for the most part, he was a good guy. Sad. I don't know how he died. I don't understand what a domestic accident is. Sounds like he got in an accident where he lives, but doesn't say. And then somebody says he's having health issues. So maybe it's just the way they talk over there. I don't know. But he's dead. We're all going to go. There's a good possibility that I could go tonight, tomorrow. It can happen. I'm not even lying. Hey, if that happens, got to give the channel to somebody, right? Who could really do this channel the right way? Who would want to? Goofon will die with me, sadly. Or happily. I don't know. Diane Boss, $2. What is this? My granddaughter Sydney wanted to say hi, Goofon. Hi, Sydney. Thank you very much for your support and saying hi to me. That is so awesome. We don't get a lot of hellos over here from the younger crowd out there. So thank you very much. And I hope you believe in UFOs and angels and spirits because it's real. And everything has to be a secret because the secret is so amazing. It is worth the wait. Don't want to ruin the surprise. That's why they can't tell us. That's why nobody knows what happens after we pass away. Nobody knows where the UFOs and aliens come from because maybe they're all tied together. Maybe, just maybe, the paranormal world and the UFOs and aliens are intertwined somehow. See, I like that. I kind of believe in that in a way. Only because I lived in a house that had weird activity and I saw UFOs. Not at the house, well, the ball of light. That ball of light will always, just got goosebumps. Every time I think about that ball of light, the memory comes back. Very strange world we live in. I think this planet is more paranormal than normal. I think that we just can only see so much. We're not allowed to see the rest. It's the way it's always been. We're designed to enjoy this life as best as we can. Whatever situation we're put in, this is an experience we're having because of the spirit that is within us. And that spirit is the real you. It's me. Like the real me is in there somewhere. But I'm playing a character, just like you. And you, and you, and you. We're all characters. Yesterday or the day before, I said we're all in the Truman Show. That's why I think that. Wouldn't it be great if we were, listen to this, what if we were entertaining people, beings or whatever, and they're watching us? I don't know. It doesn't sound right. It sounds stupid, really, when you think about it. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. It sounds so stupid to me, you know? Like beings are watching us as entertainment. I tell you what we're doing. I think we pay for this experience or it's given to us because the universe is so big. It would be a waste of space if we're not using it for something. Like, why would there be Jupiter and Saturn, right? Yeah, nobody can live on them. They didn't turn into suns as gas giants. You know, Jupiter was on its way to becoming a sun, albeit a smaller one, but it didn't happen. Why? Why didn't it happen? Yes, it protects us from asteroids. It throws them off course. Is that by design? To protect us? It's not working 100%, but for the most part, we haven't done that bad. And with the big moon, the way our moon is so big and perfectly matches up with the sun, 400 billion times bigger, or whatever it is, 400 times down. I mean, it's a perfect match. How? How's that possible? No other moon is like that. The Earth would be out of control, wacky daisy. We would have different seasons every 2 weeks, you know? It would be crazy. Nah. Yeah, this feels more like it was created. But maybe 4 billion years of evolution is the creation, right? It's kind of like you're just throwing the dice and let the chips. Well, whatever. You let the chips fall where they may. But thanks, Diane. Thank you, Sydney. You know what I mean? I think that, it's like planting a seed and just watch it grow. That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared for humanity. We've had, 5 or 6 extinction events? And I think like the last one that happened may have been because the humans had technology and were using it for nefarious reasons, and the aliens didn't like it and hit the reset button. Right? Anytime there's, let's say, for instance, the humans get to a certain level in their evolutionary ladder, and once they get maybe 2 billion humans on the planet and nothing, they haven't created anything, it's been 200,000 years, they haven't evolved, they haven't even created language, it's not working. Boom! Reset. Start over again. And maybe this time we'll throw in some drug plants, some LSD plants, ayahuasca, marijuana. We'll throw in let's do that and let these people actually have a vision. See what happens if we throw in the drugs. What do you think happened? Frickin' A. Pyramids? Right? Monoliths? Flying carpets? A wheel inside of a circle square? I don't know, man. But I think once we get to 9 billion people, boom. 9 billion, that's the magic number anyway. That's what the experts are saying on a global effect on how humans are supposedly eating up everything. The oceans are getting really depleted. Where supposedly we were cutting down trees so much that we had to start, 40 something years ago, they started replanting all these trees, whatever. Now they have more trees than ever. That's true. Yeah, we have a lot more trees than we ever have. Well, we don't have to use wood for everything now. They're using a lot of plastic and other types of materials. So interesting the way things happen. I'm really worried. Now they're saying there's an asteroid that was hiding behind the sun and is heading for Earth. Did you see this story? Yeah. It's always something. There's always, with the 47 or 48 volcanoes erupting on Earth right now, it's unbelievable how crazy it is. We have to worry about asteroids. There's a tropical depression that may turn into a small hurricane. Who knows? I mean, there's so much stuff that's happening all the time. Earthquakes are happening. We're seeing more meteors than we ever have. And I don't know if that's because there's doorbell cams and dash cams and cell phone cams. Maybe that's why, but it seems like it's more than ever. To be honest, it just seems like it's gone crazy. I don't know. I've got an interesting thing here to read you. Dr. Gary Nolan. We like talking about Gary P. Nolan. The P is not for professor, by the way. Just so you know. This is from The One. And it says, I remember just seeing the cover of Communion, Strieber's book, and realizing that was the face that I had seen when I was a kid, looking through the window into my bedroom. All the hair on my body stood up, and I just dropped the book. Are you kidding me right now? You've got to be kidding me right now. I didn't know about this. So Gary Nolan is now saying he saw an alien that looked just like the one Whitley Strieber saw, He says, I was a graduate student at Stanford. I was in a used bookstore. I came across 2 books, one by Mack, the other by Strieber. I just remember seeing the cover of Communion and realizing that was the face that I had seen when I was a kid, looking through the window into my bedroom. The window was 6 to 7 feet off the ground. All the hair on my body stood up when I saw the image, and I just dropped the book. Pussy. A little douchebag. I got scared. I was holding a book as an adult. I'm an adult, I'm in my 40s. And I just dropped the book. I just couldn't believe it. I was like really young when it happened. I was so scared in the bookstore. I just dropped the book. Douche. He says, here, let's just read. I think that's the problem. Even if you were to find the bodies in a refrigerator somewhere, it's evidence that is something, but I don't think that it's evidence that is what's behind the scenes. And I think that's part of what scares people who do know. It's the problem of knowing something is more complex and you can't come up with a single consolidated story that covers the entire area. And therefore, nobody can really say what it is because it seems to be many things. And if it is many things, the problem is more complex than you can imagine. It's many things? Okay, yeah, it is. Then he says there are, regarding Varginha. Oh, he's going into Varginha. I didn't think he cared about Varginhas. I didn't think he swung that way. There apparently was a liquid in the craft itself that spilled onto the grass around the crash site, and the beings seemed to carry it with them, or at least be infused with it, imbued with it. Sorry, I'm reading it off a small screen. To carry it with them, or at least be imbued with it, as if they were living in the environment. The soldier that is said to have died due to his interaction with whatever it was, is said to have died from an infection. I don't think he died from an infection, but from the toxin that was on the skin of whatever it is that he touched. Yeah, okay. And now he says, let's say there are 8 different groups of whatever they are. And they all don't necessarily agree with each other, and we're not the main show. We're a sideshow. But somehow, some of them see us as a resource, while others see us as having to be protected from, from others that see us as a resource. And also you could have a little bit of that going on, which is what I said. So it sounds like he was listening to Richard Doty, because Richard Doty believes that there's one alien species that is trying to get to us humans and use us for their resources and science and everything else. Talked about this a couple of days ago, and that there are the 3 other aliens that agreed to protect us are trying to protect us from them. So there's one rogue alien species out there that we're constantly being protected from. How stupid do you think I am? Stupid! Don't you think there would be some sort of evidence of a battle, of a fight, of something going on? Rich, calm down. That's what the UFO sightings are. Shut up! Rich, you're letting your emotions get the best of you. Calm down. Aliens don't exist. You know that. They don't? Oh, God, no. If they did, come on. Really? Come on. Well, you didn't convince me by saying, come on. Come on. You want to know about aliens? Oh, I do. All right, I'm going to play this video for you because it's going to show aliens. Huh? It's going to show aliens. No, it's not. This video is very interesting because it's fun. All right, I need a break for 2 minutes, so we're going to watch a video right now. And I don't know why I can't. There we go. In 5. This is fun. This is a good one, though. It's a good one. You'll like it. These messages from Facebook keep popping up. Stop!
An unfamiliar, minimalist structure. When given caffeine, the web's structure was not affected, but the spider's behavior was.
Go!
Given THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, the spider didn't build a web. It built a hammock, where it lay all day and watched the caffeine spider go.
Yeah.
When given alcohol, the spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over 100 young. But the mate got a restraining order, and now the spider can't go within 100 centimeters of the web.
Why are they popping up on my screen?
The crack cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers, waited till the caffeine spider was exhausted, then came up behind it and popped a cap. When given a minute dose of
All right. Look at, why are messages popping up on my screen when I have it so they don't? So this girl on Facebook was doing something and there's a ghost. There's something happening behind her. I know what you guys are going to say. It's fake. So I'm going to preference, I'm going to fucking set it up for you so you know it's not fake. I just don't understand why messages have to pop up. Back here is her balcony. To the right, immediately, there's a wall. Right? It goes about 3-4 feet tall. And then around it has, it looks like it goes maybe 7-8 feet. Watch this here, back here.
So for today's drink,
nobody ran away from that. There was nobody that, I've watched this video 7 or 8 times already. Nobody moved. And nobody went this way. You would have seen them. Watch.
So for today's drink,
nothing. That's just weird to me. Of course.
So for today's drink,
I don't know how that's faked. It's not the wind. Stop. Why would I post something that would be wind? Why would I post something that I thought was fake unless I was teaching you about it, right? Why? You need to trust me. Wouldn't that be weird? You gotta trust me, all right? Because if you don't, you won't, and then you won't believe anything. Trust me. Never trust anybody that says that. Especially if you're living in LA. Sorry. That's just an old joke. Actors hear that all the time. Trust me, you got the part. Trust me, they liked you. Trust me. God, all these... And I have them turned off. I just checked. Again, here's the third one. I like, yeah, we're going to look at UFOs. I like to not do UFOs 24/7 on the show. I like to break it up. I think this video is fun to watch, so we're going to watch it, and then we're going to get back into the UFOs. I love these things. It takes them forever to get it, but once they get them, it's still amazing. Crazy. How do they... Some of these things are just nuts. Oh, that's unbelievable.
That's it.
Wow.
Do it.
That's cool. That's crazy. I know. I like the videos where it shows them taking them hours and hours and hours, and you see they got the clock there and they're trying to throw cards or something, and man, sometimes it takes them a day or two to get those tricks to go through. Yep, all that for a video. But it's fun. I like those. Just like the domino effect. That domino video yesterday was a 2.5-minute domino fall. Which weren't dominoes, they were backyard things, but still cool. All right, we've got UFOs to show you, so I'm bringing up the UFOs. If you did not watch Third Phase of Moon yesterday, today, or anything else, did I already show these? Shut off. I couldn't have. Nuh-uh. I did. All right. Well, I'm going to show Michael Schratt. I like this story from Michael Schratt. Michael Schratt, you guys understand what he is, right? You understand. Like, I don't think some people understand what Michael Schratt does. He's a UFO historian. He's like Richard Dolan, just a lot better. And he has a lot of these stories that were given to him, that he has researched, 30 years of work, and he had somebody create this artwork for the stories. And when he's telling these stories with supposed to be factual evidence, I mean, you can't know everything, but the stories that Michael Schratt goes through are apparently legit, and they now come with a color rendition or a picture or pictures of the events that are said to have happened. Here is from a UFO crash retrieval. This is Michael Schratt from his own channel, Blue Room Media. And this is one of his crash retrieval stories. This is a good 5 minutes of info. So check this out and we'll be back. Take it away, Michael.
Very controversial case, very difficult to pin this down, but George Filer was there the morning that these UFOs were seen. So this is McGuire Air Force Base, Fort Dix. This is January 18th, 1978. Source UFO crash retrievals, page 131 by Leonard Stringfield. Very controversial case, but a part of the UFO crash retrieval history. So let's find out what happened here. There was, and I've got the map. If you look here, you've got Fort Dix off to the right. Off to the left, you've got McGuire Air Force Base. So at night, there was an MP who was making the rounds around the perimeter fence line. If you look at this, X marks the spot here. This is the approximate area of the incident, and this is on the Fort Dix side of the joint base here. So out from the darkness comes this 3.5 to 4 foot alien body. And this military MP pulls out a 45-degree pistol, caliber pistol, and shoots this being. It was injured badly, climbed over the fence, and then you can see here, site of dead body. It lied dead near the end of the old runway at the McGuire Air Force Base side of this joint facility. That's essentially what happened, and you can see the map here. Now we'll move forward here. This is a Google overhead aerial image view from maps, and you can see Brody Road. This is the approximate location of where this incident took place. And I'll move forward here. Now you can see the drawing by Rudy Gardea, what he's done here. So on the bottom, you can see the MP pulling out the 45 caliber Magnum pistol here, shooting the body. He climbs over the fence, and then he dies on the McGuire side of this joint facility. Now, the next thing that happened is, according to the report, they laid a white kind of a curtain or some type of a tarp over the body. They sprayed the body with a preservation fluid. Then they built a wooden crate around the body. They put that crate into a large metal container, and then a C-141 from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base landed at the facility, opened up the clamshell doors. That particular container was loaded by a forklift into the aft end of the C-141 and flew it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So here's another example of where all roads appear to lead to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Okay, and here's the C-141 Starlifter that flew out the body and then brought it back to the facility here. So again, all roads lead to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Next case. Some of you might be familiar with.
Sorry about that. I just saw in my email that I am more psychically in tune with the universe than I thought. Apparently, I'm trying to think of the name of the stupid channel. What is it called? Unidentified Celebrity Review with Lucy R. You know, Lou Angeles. Butthole face. They're back. Or he's back. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Just like he said he might. He said he might come back. December 15th, 3 months ago. He said, I may come back in 3 months. I think the December 15th date stuck in my head, and sure, says I'm back. I'm back. Yep. Yep. He says, hey guys, thank you. How we doing? We're back, sort of. Totally new name for the show. Don't know what it is, and I'm not going to say it here. Totally new direction. Gonna put the stuff we were covering on the back burner for a while. Well, we'll still cover it from time to time. I mean, we'll talk briefly today about the NDAA and the new verbiage that came out. Everybody's super excited. People are already fighting about it. But we're going to get into what happened, why we're here, what's shaking. What are you going to do on this show? Have you gone crazy? Have you gotten a therapist yet? Yeah, all those things and more, and all those things and more, folks. Let me say hi to all the people. Yeah. God, who cares? Yeah, I guess the left cares. Let's see here. Let's see. UAP YouTube channel. Well, second about that way. What does he say? I don't think anybody does. Brian E. Bender back. You're welcome back. You should. You were UFO / UAV. UAP YouTube channels. Well, second about that. Thought about the real hard. Thought about that real hard. I was gonna do that for let me say, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just reading it. Thank you for being here. Just slinging mud like Cambion. I've slung enough mud. I think I've made my point. Now it's just time to make fun of it. Now for the whole chef, because we can make fun of other stuff. There's other stuff to talk about. Junkie and Laura, welcome back. So much, I think we said hello to Max, but more of the name. Lou, Lewis, Luke, whatever. I don't know what this is, just nonsense babble. Typical for him. Anybody who wants to go listen to him speak and talk about the things that he talks about, just understand this. You're getting information from somebody that is so biased to one side of the narrative, can't see the trees through the forest type of deal. You know what I mean? So be careful if you're going to watch that. Just understand that that's what you're getting. And also you're getting somebody who's very inexperienced in the field, who thinks they know things, who is being used, right? I mean, everything this guy thinks he's going to be doing for ufology in a positive manner is negative. It's not going to work. And the way he treated everybody when he left 3 months ago, the way he treated you and basically said, I don't need you. You are all fake. I am better than you. I am high and mighty. I know what I'm doing is right. You know, he said all the wrong things and was very mean, very condescending to people that were supposedly friends to him. Remember that. Just remember that if you're going to go there. And I know you guys are going to run over there to hear what he has to say because he's been gone for 3 months. Just so you know, I won't be listening because I don't care. I don't care what information he brings to the table. It's never been accurate. It's never been 100% right because he believes in the government. He believes in the Lou. He believes in the Cahill. He believes in the McGowan. Now he's probably sitting there watching saying, you think you know everything, Giordano? You think you know you know nothing. You don't know what I know. I know things. Anybody who says that in this field knows this. You know nothing. And anybody who's telling you something, and anybody who's telling you something that could be, I don't know, breaking the NDA code or breaking the law even, got to be careful if you're going to bring that information to the table. But this is what happens with passionless people. People who only care about one thing: money. That's all. He focused on a lot of money. That's all. We're not, remember when he was leaving? We should be making a lot more money. What do you mean we? You're the only one who was making it. We should be making a lot more money. You're right. He should have. At that time, Gufon was tripling what they were making. Not anymore, but, you know, they won that war, that battle. They sure did. They sure did. But that's the type of person you're dealing with. Somebody who wants to cancel you, ruin your life. We don't do that here. I don't tell you guys to not watch somebody. I don't tell you to report their channel. I don't tell anybody to thumbs down anything. I never say that. I never would. I don't want them to be canceled. That's the whole thing. I need them. And they don't see that they need me. Ufology doesn't need you. We're getting rid of you because of ufology. You're bad for ufology. I'm bad. You were in bed with the number one enemy of ufology, Lou Elizondo, who screwed you, by the way. Yeah, that's who your friends are. Just remember that, too. Just remember that. I never screwed anybody over. Never did. Just talked. That's all. It's amazing. So he wants to come back and he wants to spew more nonsense and probably get the same. Oh, now, you know, they're going to have the angry channel there. They're going to have all those people who talk shit about him who are now their friends. See, that's why I don't go over to that side. Remember that? Come to our side. You're on the wrong side. Yeah, I'm going to come to the side that called me a racist, Nazi, misogynist man pig. Yeah, good friends. Anyway, that's not happening. But be careful. That's all I'm saying. A lot of people claim they know stuff. They don't know anything at all. Just be careful. Oh, I have this really strange sighting to show you, by the way. And I don't know if it's real. I'm assuming this has got to be fake. But it looks pretty good. There's an object around the moon. Above it. Watch. Did we already talk about this one? There was another one like this, right? I don't remember this one, but I'm gonna bet that this is fake. Because I don't know right now what it is. It's just too good to be true. You know? Too good to be true. What's that, Moonlicht? Yeah, I know. Right. It's exactly what it's like. It really is. Everything was going so well for everybody, right? Everybody was getting good numbers. People were talking. People were, you know, just having a good time. Right? It was fun. Even though people were disagreeing about S4 at the time and all this other stuff, to do what they did was just uncalled for. It was over the line. It just doesn't make any sense to spend that much time. You know what I mean? It's hysterical to me. I can't even speak because I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying. Anyway, thank you very much, Moonlicht. $2, a continuing supporter of GoofOn, and a very good artist. You, not me. You. Thank you, Moonlicht. Appreciate it. Huh? I'm checking. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any messages come in. No. Thank you. Why? Did you send me a message? Oh. That's an interesting sighting, that one with the moon. I don't know what it is. You want to see something really, really annoying? I like this, but I hate it. This is the future. I can't believe they're going to put people out of business. And I don't like this. I think this is a bad idea. Because I'll tell you why. Have you seen this yet? Denny's trying this out. Unbelievable, right? They're going to put waiters and waitresses out of business. And I think it's a bad idea I'll tell you why. That thing is going through the restaurant. Now, if the restaurant's crowded, I'm okay with it because people are everywhere. But in a not so crowded restaurant, when that food comes out, somebody could grab something as it's coming to your table. Somebody can mess with your food and, squirt something on it, throw some angel dust in there. Who knows? There should be doors on the side. And when they get to your table, the doors unlock. Like you should have a number. Like here is your passcode 1521 and it opens it up. That's what they need to do. So I know my food stays hot and it stays safe. The more you know. Hey, I'm just telling you. As I used to be a waiter, and I would hate to see a robot take my job. There's no way a robot can do it better than a human. Be a waiter or waitress. There's no way. No way. Now, if they find a way to get robots to make the food and be the waiter, then you have a marriage between the cook and the waiter. You have to have that connection. You need to understand your waiter and you need to understand your chef. You have to have that relationship. You can't have that with a robot. But if two robots, then you could have a robot cafe. The robot cafe coming soon to a town near you. It's true. It's coming. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, there's nothing better than karma. Karma's a bitch, and I love her. And this, to me, is a perfect example of karma. Karma, can you hear me? Play it. I said play it. You won't expect it. You'll never guess what happened. That's karma, Kramer. Karma? Kramer? That's karma, baby. 10 paranormal TV shows to watch that will creep you out. What's that? All right, we'll do a UFO video first. All right, we'll do a real UFO video. A good one. Let's get a good one for the guys. But we already did all these. That's why I did the Michael Schratt. We already did that. So I don't have any others? I thought I had more. Oh, I know what I was thinking. Hold on. Here it is. Here we go. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Well, that sucks. Yeah. I'm not sure about this. No, not good enough. You guys are, you see, you deserve better. You deserve better. So I'm going to give you better. It's okay. It's all right. No big deal. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, let's, I think, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I don't know if I've seen this. What is this from? How did I miss this? There's no way. All right. No. All right. I'm going to take you to third phase. Of course, I don't remember this video. I don't remember this video. This looks really good, though. All right, you ready? Not that. After.
Thumbs up. Check this out.
This one. Remember this? It's about a year ago. Oh, you can see the date. I always wanted answers on this one. Look how it's moving, though. It's almost like a flashlight, right? I don't know. I feel like I'm being duped. For sure. For sure. But that's how UFOs are supposed to move. Right? That's how they're supposed to move. Like magic, without any resistance. God, I really hate that scope. That X that they put there, whatever. Crosshairs. Too thick. I don't know. Is this on the ground? Is it above the ground? There's trees right here. This doesn't look that far away from whoever shot this video. Right? I don't know why those lights keep moving the way they do. It's almost like there's a billboard there. But that's interesting. But it's out of focus. At least it looks that way.
So here's the background story in regards to this video. It was captured in Slovenia. Primoz Barkovic reached out to us right here at Third Phase.
Good, very good.
Has been struggling to get this footage out to the world. The major media in Slovenia reported it, but they also discredited it, apparently, according to Primoz Barkovic. They said there was no explanation whatsoever, nothing to discredit. But the hunter himself, who reached out to Primoz, said that...
Wait, what was that, a bug?
Barkovic. They said there was no explanation whatsoever, nothing to discredit. But the hunter himself, who reached out to...
Wow, you see that spirit orb?
Said that...
Where's Grant Cameron?
He went to the military and the police asking for questions and answers. They responded that there was nothing in regards to any drills or exercises in the area. So they dismissed him. So basically, right now, Primoz has reached out to Third Phase Moon to get the word out, and we're going to be sharing the original link below. Guys, I want to get your opinions. Brett, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, let's roll that tape again. This one's pretty one for the books right now. We're looking at this.
It's already rolling.
Cylindrical object, and you can almost see like a ring behind it, where it kind of showcases some sort of transformation. It seems to be morphing. Now, again, could this be something that's out of focus in the...
Nah, I don't think it's hanging off a drone. If it was, it would look like Billy Meyer swinging around like his. You know what I mean? Like a pendulum. I'm sorry, like a pendulum. Shh.
The lens and maybe floating on something. Well, we've come across a lot of these kind of videos.
Maybe.
But this one looks particularly weird. We're looking at something very strange.
There you go. See, Diane, I know, right? That's what I think. But I think it's really there, but somebody's faking us out. I think that's how I would perceive what's going on here. It's fake, but it's real. I think the light's there, but it's not what we think it is, and it's frustrating. Let's finish it out.
Strange. You just see it kind of bobbing up and down, and the cameraman's actually got this thing in the crosshairs and doing a really good job just focusing on this weird object, and it stays there for quite some time.
You see, that's the thing with this field, right? Here we are again, looking at something that we've never seen before. I've never seen a UFO do that. Have the lines running through it. I've seen that effect on my own videos when something has like like a blimp would have writing on it and you're a little bit out of focus, but you can still see it. But that's not what I think is going on here. I think it is the camera, Tony Introvert said earlier. I think it has to do with the settings, the light itself. What is it? I don't know. That's why it's a UFO, guys. You know? That's why it's here. It's not Third Phase of Moon's fault. They're saying all the right things. They don't know. They brought it all up. I don't know what it is. I mean, are we being duped? Is it a flashlight? Is it a laser pointer? Is it a lightning bug? Which it could be. Who knows? Right? I mean, the way it's moving is like somebody holding a flashlight. But that's how UFOs actually move in reality. They move like magic. Like it shouldn't move that way. That's what makes them so interesting. And then when somebody like me sees it and I say, well, that looks fake as crap. When in reality, it could be real. For all we know, it could be. Which is why it's a UFO. But one thing that usually stays constant throughout ufology is Occam's razor. And it's always the most obvious, likely answer is the right one. The most likely answer is the right one, or something like that. Right?
Now, the big question is, what is this, guys?
I'm looking at it a little bit more, and if this were some kind of hoax or something on a string, it would be pretty difficult, in my opinion, to keep whatever this object stable as it is. It's not really undulating from left to right or anything. It seems to be remaining quite horizontal, but also this hunter.
Saucers spin because it is theorized that some of these saucers have liquid metal. No, what is it? Mercury. And they say if the mercury is spun, it creates a magnetic field. And the faster it spins, the way it spins, how it's spun, comes into play with these UFOs, which gives it an electronic, some sort of field around the UFO. That's why it supposedly spins. Some of them, not all of them, are made with mercury. Mercury, maybe something else involved, but mercury is the main component in why UFOs spin. That's what I've always heard. I don't know if that's true. But I think if you do get mercury and spin it, I think it does create some sort of effect. They found out. In one of the emperor's tomb in China, they found that, they won't let anybody in it, but this room, his burial place, his chamber, is filled with mercury on the floor. And the ceiling looks like it has stars all around it. For some way or some reason, it's illuminated. And it looks like you're looking at the sky. And there's mercury that was supposed to be the oceans or something. I don't know. That's what I was told. Right? Isn't that right? That's a true story. I don't know what tomb it is, but it's one. I think it was their very first emperor or the most powerful emperor they ever had. I'm not sure which one it is. But this huge chamber that they found, it's supposed to be beautiful. I think it was on Ancient Aliens a few times. I wasn't going to. You got me. It's North Korea. You see right through me. What's this? That's the Japanese Emperor's Center, which is the city made from mercury. Oh, okay. Part-time Pete, thank you. I thought it was something else. The size of the city is shrunk and down, but it's surrounded by mercury. And yes, it was on. Good deal. Oh, I didn't know that. Mercury is also known as quicksilver. Cool. Actually, it was silver, the Latin term, hydrargyrum. Hydrargyrum. Wow, you guys know some stuff. I did too, Denbub. Loved Mercury as a kid. Loved that stuff. Always played with Mercury. I would always get in trouble for it. My father, what are you doing letting him play with Mercury for? He's going to put it in his mouth, huh? He's going to kill himself. Richie! Hey, you got some Mercury? Yeah, do this with it. Watch this. And then my dad would get involved. I thought you said it was dangerous, not if you do it a certain way. Well, don't tell him how to do it. I might as well do it right. Ma! Meatballs! Hooray! Yeah. In the bare hand, yeah. Oh. Mercury is what caused Mad Hatter's disease from tanning hides. Oh, no way. Mercury's dirty. What's this? My doctor shoved mercury at my butt as a kid for fun. Yeah, me too. I don't know. They told me they were taking my temperature, but come on. In my ash? I mean, I was 18 before I figured out there was an anal thermometer. It's like, gosh. Remember when they came out with the laser one? They just pointed at you? Love that. I used to love when they put it in your ear. 2 seconds, beep. Jammer Travels with the $2 super chat says, I want to know where the alien crafts are made. Yeah, we all do. Well, we all do. We don't know. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it all. That's why we're here. We're trying to figure it out. One day at a time. Actually, it's one piece of evidence at a time. Thank you, Jammer Travels, throwing down another $2. Continuing support of Goof On. Thank you very much. And appreciate that. That's it for tonight. Yeah, I can't believe 2 hours just like that. Oh, $2 again, Jammer Travels. Thank you very much. People dying to enter the vault. They're dying to get in. That's for dang sure. You know, last week they had on, well, I think they have it on every day now for the holidays. What was it? When they search for the Ark? Raiders of the Lost Ark. My memory's bad. I have to eat something. Thanks, Jammer Travels. Yeah, I appreciate that again. Throwing down another 2 bones. Appreciate it. And Denbub. Man, thank you too. $7 right at the end of the show. That is a super dono. It's a beautiful thing. There's no comment, no chat. It's pure beauty. Are we staying a little longer? You want to stay longer? Yeah, I wish I could. I could. But I can't. Hey, I've got UFC on tonight, pay-per-view, and which I get. I mean, I don't pay for it. Yeah, I'm saying that. So what? Somebody else may have paid for it. You don't know. I'm going to report you to cable. Well, it's not cable anyway. Anyway, well, thank you, Denbub, for the $7. Appreciate that. Was there another one after Denbub's? Don Mofo. You know, you can keep doing this. I'll stay for a dollar here, $1 there. Thank you, Don Mofo. Appreciate the support. Another super dono from Don Mofo. Remember when you were the first one coming in for like a month straight? Don Mofo, Don Mofo, Don Mofo. That was crazy. So thank you for your continuing support. Always. Man, you guys are awesome. Yeah, no. Seriously, we could stay a little longer. A little longer. Yeah. I've got some things we could talk about for sure. All right, hold on. Check this out. Hold on. I have to answer this. Okay. I had to take care of that email real quick. That was important. There's, here. 3 mile long ancient craft. Are you guys familiar with this 3 mile? Oh my God, it's this? Oh my God, I've got to play this for you. Yeah, this is great. A lot of people think this is real, but I'm not on that page anymore. I will not fall for this. Jammer Travels throwing down a super sticker. Let's take a look at the super sticker. It is a smiley face. Oh, that's a cool one. Man, he's chill. He is chill. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Jammer Travels. Mucho gusto, generoso. Hey, we got the sex bots here tonight. Hello, sex bots. Why am I yelling? Let me play this video. This is a great video. And at one time, I thought this was real. Really. You ready? Here we go. Yes, that's right. You know what it is. Where's the volume? It's not playing.
Now John Levine continues with what he and Commander Rutledge found in the 3-mile-long ancient craft on the back dark side of our moon.
So what is the discussion in detail back in 1976 between you and Commander Rutledge about this extraordinarily beautiful Polynesian-looking preserved female in one of the cockpit chairs?
Neither of us could understand how could she possibly be that well preserved.
And what is it that you're looking at first?
Her skin was all intact.
Her vagina.
And she was wearing clothing, a dress of some sort, possibly a jumpsuit type of thing. And it seemed to be very much intact, no deterioration at all to speak of.
What about those tubes on her face?
Well, William Rutledge believed that they had to do with controlling the spaceship.
Oh, come on! Moses, smell the roses. You serious? This person is controlling the craft while they're in their chamber with their mouth and their nose and their eyes. That's how they're doing it? Shut off. Shut the front door. Don Mofo throwing down $1 right at the perfect time when we need you most, Don Mofo. It's a beautiful thing, sir. Don Mofo with the most beautiful love. Just look at it. It's glistening out there all by itself. Thank you, Don Mofo. That's 3 Don Mofos tonight. Mucho gusto, generoso, Mofo. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know I have to come up with something different. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the video. Goosh.
Those tubes on her face were controlling from her mind this huge 3-mile-long craft, and she was the pilot, and the gray was like a co-pilot?
Well, they had a control panel that looks like you put your hands on it. And apparently the controls, the ship's computer, interfaced directly with the pilots.
Okay, and we saw that in Roswell. The 6-fingered panels. I've talked.
No, we didn't see that in Roswell. Linda Moulton, howdy doody, fresh and fruity. We only saw the artwork from someone's memory of what they thought they saw at Roswell. We're not seeing the actual hand thing or anything. We're not seeing it. So don't say that, Linda. You're wrong. Hey, Chris Rogers throwing down a £2, £2 stay. Super chat. So you know what? I'm gonna stay just for another minute or two till I gotta go. Oh. Uh-oh. You know what that means? More meatballs! Ma! Overtime balls! No! She already got them done. Thanks, Chris. A mucho gusto generoso, sir. Grazie. Grazie. Yes, we're over 2 hours now. First time we've done over 2 hours in 2 days, 2 years. Remember when I used to go 3 hours? Forget about it. Oh, all right. Jammer Travels says for $2, a 24 hours marathon, please. Come on, it's Christmas. It's not Christmas yet, but I can't do it today. I'll think about it. Jammer Travels. I'll think about it. Thank you for the $2. Again, continuing support to Goof On. A mucho gusto generoso. I know. Sorry, guys. Gush. And David Wilcox says $10 for 10 minutes. That's a $10 Canadian. Man, I'll try. All right, for $10. Mucho gusto generoso. You got it, man. And Nathan threw down $2 on PayPal as well. What's happened? This is actually rain. That's what it's like when it rains. He says, I got your $1 here and $1 over there. And gosh, in all the places. See? You guys are blowing up. It's going crazy over here. Thank you, David Wilcox. What's this? There's another one. Right? No more? Okay. Back to the video then. Aye. Don Mofo throwing down a $5 super dono. Mofo. Beautiful. For those who just got here, a dono means there's no comment, no sticker. It's just pure love. Thank you, Don Mofo, for the $5 super dono. Mucho gusto generoso, sir. Now, back to the video.
With both scientists and military people who have confirmed for me they've had their own hands in those panels from 47. There were 6 fingers on those particular beings.
5 fingers with opposing thumb.
So that would match what came down in Roswell.
Yes.
Did you and William Rutledge then have discussions about those facts, and did you have information from NASA about look for 6-fingered embedded panels as control of the ship?
I received practically no briefing because I got there just in the nick of time for the flight. I'm sure Rutledge may have been highly trained and have had those discussions with NASA. We'd guess that the ship had been there perhaps millennia and maybe longer.
I was going to ask you if today, have you learned from any analysis that has been done how old this big, huge 3-mile long spacecraft, how long has it been there? How old might it be?
There have been guesses tossed around that it might be 1 million years old, might have been 100 million years old. I've even heard 1 billion years old.
And that this female was still in the pilot's chair, preserved?
Absolutely amazing, stunning.
How?
Technology beyond ours.
Now, John.
How? Technology beyond ours. Answer the question. How? Well, they used, he didn't go into any details. Why? Because it's bullshit. I think that was a film project for college students, right? Wasn't it something like that? No, I don't know. It looked pretty good, whatever they did. You know, when you watch that whole little documentary thing from the landing to getting up to finding seeing the craft, the 3-mile craft that they supposedly saw on the dark side of the moon. Now, we've been around the dark side of the moon several times over the last several years, and quite frankly, nothing of that size has ever been seen. China didn't see it, our satellites didn't see it, but then again, why are we worrying so much about the backside of the moon? Something's going on. You know, the backside of the moon is, the crust is twice as thick than the other side of the moon. Yeah, because whatever it hit the planet or the Earth, or maybe something hit it, it impacted and left more on that side, more land mass and shit. That's what they say. Jammer Travels throwing down $2, says $1 to Ozzy Tiger and $1 for Goofon. Mucho gusto, freaking generoso. Thank you, Jammer Travels. Again, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Huh? Yep. Almost a few more minutes. And that'll be 10 minutes. Yep. Cattle mutilation. I'm curious if anyone knows of any eyewitness accounts of cattle mutilation events, because there are a number of UFO witness accounts. But I've never read a story of a farmer who witnessed a cattle mutilation and described what happened. I've certainly never seen any photograph or video evidence of anything taking place like that either. So if anybody is a farmer and you've seen or have the evidence, just let us know. Send it over here. Cattle mutilators. goofonradio@gmail.com. Cattle mutilations are still going on. But the one thing that's weird, they don't seem like they were in the 80s. I'm not believing these are real cattle mutilations, like classic cattle mutilations that were happening like in the 80s. The precision laser cut device, or, you know, it doesn't look like it's laser precision anymore. It looks sloppy. From the ones I've seen, I can't show them here. I'm afraid to show them on YouTube. But go look them up. You'll see what I mean. You know what I mean? You'll see. Cattle mutilations aren't what they used to be. It is what it is. What do you want from me? Huh? You want to hear something really strange? This is really bizarre. This news person, here, just watch it. And at the end, she says something very strange. Very, very odd. You'll see. The video's called, "I'm Still Confused. Who is she talking about?" Exactly. Listen.
In the universe, a UFO in the form of a bright light is seen descending over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The video is said to be taken over the weekend. Then suddenly the light shoots up into the sky. Here you see it. Another video from a different angle appears to show the light doing the same thing.
Now it is sparking intense debate on the internet. Trace Gallagher following this live from our West Coast News. So the question is, what was that UFO? What was it doing over Jerusalem? And, you know, is he back?
Yeah, and that.
Is he back?
Excuse me?
Is he back? No. Is he back?
That doesn't make any sense. Did she mess up? Sometimes I think some of these mainstream media folk know the truth, but the consequences are so vile, so brutal, that if they came out, everybody they know would be destroyed. You know what I mean? I think some of them may know secrets. I don't know. It just seems that way sometimes. What? All right. Yeah, email me and I'll email you back. All right, Jammer. I don't mind. Yeah, look, I'm not going to put it out on air, but I'm not afraid to give my address out. It's out there. People have doxed me. Come on over. You want to take a visit? You want to hang out? Just text me. You're on the way. That's all I need. Then I could set up all the booby traps, cameras, and load all the guns and hide the weapons. In case you're coming after me, I know if I run in the kitchen to grab a certain area, like under a chair. Oh, what's this under here? You know what I mean? No, Jammer, I'm joking. Definitely, that would be very, very useful to me. Because I do go out on my own and need that protection. Thank you. Yeah, I'll, later on. $5? All right. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. Yeah, I gave my address to several people. Mr. D.B. Cooper got it. He sent me that camera, the P900, a Nikon P900 that I use all the time. Oh, I love that camera. It blows away my video equipment because I could zoom in on the moon and get craters. Can't do that with my camera. Actually, my camera does rather well. I have to brag. All right, I think I am done. I'm out of stuff to say now. I'm getting silly. Thank you very much. Seriously, everybody. I'm checking to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Thank you very much. Totally. Mucho gusto, generoso. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Sunday. If for some reason I'm not here at 7, then there won't be a show. But I'll be here. We'll be doing it. I don't know. You never know with me. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. And thank you, newcomers and veterans. I was just thinking of something. We try to bring truthology to ufology on a daily basis. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out and shooting the breeze and listening to what I have to say. And we're just trying to put the pieces to this big puzzle together. That's it. Your stories, my stories, their stories, and so on. And filtering out all the BS, the lies, and the government's idiocracies. Huh? Hey, truthology for ufology over here. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Rich for Goofon. Alien bless.
Look at this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem? And why did it stop one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?